Alright people, this is a level that I'm very happy with and very proud of. It's Stoneman's Radical Retropalooza, a level that was featured in the NRS Creators Appreciation Week. And it's basically a collection of retro minigames inspired by other retro games. And we're seeing the first of them right here and now, and it is Mario Kart featuring the Rainbow Road. We have to win off the enemy below. We have to be the first to get to the gate. If he damages us, we can't get through the health checker. But if you win, you can make it through. And also, this run is mainly a damageless run. And also a speed run that we did for the video we also put out at the end of the NRS Creators Appreciation Week. In kind of like honor of Marino's runs. So this is room number 2, and it is the Dragon Quest room. We have the command menu, which actually gives you a random weapon. That's kind of mean, because during a race only having a random weapon is kind of hard to use. So we figured we would also give you the Flame Sword here, which kind of fits the hero from Dragon Quest as well. So here I'm trying to make my way through the level as soon as possible, but I really have to pick and choose my weapons here, which is very hard to do. Because that key cannot be gotten with a regular jump, but luckily Windstorm can help us up there. And we make our way to the final section already. Well, this the almost final section, to be honest. Using Gravity Hold to get rid of the enemies, and then a quick charge kick to get up there. A boss in front of the door, but he's not very hard. Just whip him with the Flame Sword, go through there, and we make it through the door. And I was very lucky during this recording, because wouldn't you know, Kamikaze is there. And Kamikazeing Stoneman makes it easier to go through. And we're going to the next area, which is Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario, more than anything, was like more of a visual gag. I tried to replicate the gameplay of Dr. Mario Mega Man Maker, which of course is absurd. Dr. Mario is a puzzle game. But I was like, no, you know what, I at least can make it visually look like Dr. Mario. So that's what I did. On to the next section, and I think I'm most proud of this one. It's the Metal Gear Solid section. Or Metal Gear section, I think it's the regular one. This is actually a 1 HP section. You are not allowed to get hit, like Solid Snake. Though Solid Snake is, of course, allowed to get hit. It's better if you are not going to get hit. You get the Ice Slasher, which is basically the stun gun, so you can stun your enemies later on in the level. And also disable some lasers. That's not something the stun gun does in Metal Gear Solid. And now the alert goes off. That works so well. That's so absurd how that works. You can use the Ice Slasher to stun this guy into the air if you dare. Well, that worked out fine. I get a health checker. As you go through, we get to the boss of this area. And who would be the boss? But Metal Gear! And yes, Stoneman is supposed to be Liquid Snake on top of Metal Gear there. So yeah, it's the ugliest Metal Gear you've ever seen. But we all love it. We all agreed it was perfect. Alright, the next section, and I think the music is already giving it away. This is Rescue Rangers, one of the games that Capcom themselves actually put out. I believe it's also programmed in the Mega Man engine. I'm not entirely sure. In the Rescue Rangers game you are actually tossing boxes a lot, so the power arm just made too much sense to use here, which is what we did. I also tried to mimic a sort of big cafeteria where Mega Man is small in here, because that's also a level in the Rescue Rangers game. So this Stoneman battle is a little bit of a battle. I believe Owl actually gave some input on how to make it like this, if I'm correct. Moving on to the next area, which had some people puzzled, but the people who recognize this music should know it's Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2, and specifically the level Bramble Blast, or, well, Parrot Trouble, or something like that, where you have to fly around with your parrot while avoiding all kinds of hazardous environments. You can get stung by the barbed needles, which is very dangerous, and you should avoid at all times. And here are, of course, spikes. Section used to be longer, that was a little bit evil, so we decided against that and made it a little bit easier for the players. Now Stoneman has to be fought while flying beat or squawks, whatever your preference is. We're going into the next teleporter, and there's one more to go through. And if you can guess, this is Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus actually has a mechanic where you can walk through the right of the screen and then you end up on the left. Kind of like Pac-Man. So I try to mimic that with the teleporters here. Also some nice text editing, making some pillars and some grass. It looks just kind of nice. And I'm using the teleporter here to actually get the key early. All kinds of speed strats here. I'm trying to actually highlight them, but I'm too busy looking at the level, guys, and I hope you are too. I hope you are enjoying this. So, there's Stoneman again. I don't think I've even mentioned this yet, but the entire Stoneman's Retropalooza is also based on 2 NRS levels that Marino did, featuring Stoneman in different scenarios. And I figured, well, we're making these races for Marino, we might as well make a Stoneman level for him. So that's why Stoneman is so prevalent in this one. We've gotten enough keys, so we're going up. Hey, it's a nice fish over there. We get our Mega Buster. 2 blue keys. We could use a blue key to save. We're not going to do that now. Choose a fighter. Go up. And we are at the final destinations from Smash Bros. Kill the Stoneman real quick. And seize your victory and get some very nice pixel art. Thank you so much for watching.